Brenner, President, CEO of Ranken Jordan. Good morning, Lauri.
Good morning.
Ranken Jordan, what a great organization. Give us the 30-second for those that don't know. What is Ranken Jordan?
Well, we are a pediatric bridge hospital that takes care of children from 3 or 4 days of age up through 21. We do take care of the most medically complex children in our communities and do a lot of pediatric rehabilitation to build their strength so they can go home.
It's a wonderful organization, and it's a not-for-profit.
Absolutely.
The kids that you work with and save oftentimes couldn't afford.
85% of the children that we serve at Ranken Jordan are with us through the Medicaid system, or they have no ability to pay at all. So,
Right.
yes.
And therefore, you rely upon, you're doing great things, you rely upon the community to do great things with you.
Yeah, we are very blessed to live in St. Louis. St. Louis is a tremendously generous community, and we certainly couldn't do what we do, care beyond the bedside, able to wrap that blanket of hope and care around our parents if it weren't for the community we live in to support us.
You have a number of fundraisers, most recently at a golf tournament.
Oh, the golf tournament was great. We sold it out, which was
Wow.
amazing. To sell out Norwood Hills on both courses takes 72 foursomes, and we
Wow.
did that.
Oh my goodness.
And it was actually, I usually make a joke that it's the hottest day of the year. It was actually very beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was really a lot of fun. We did the ceremonial tee shot with the kids. We had 3 kids or former patients who actively participated in the tournament and played 18 holes themselves.
Fantastic.
It was great.
Yeah. How much was raised?
I think we're going to net. So what that means is after we paid all the bills, about $160,000. That is amazing.
Now, it's not to minimize the amount of work that goes into it. Tons of work go into a golf tournament. People think that, oh, they just happen. But that's not bad for an afternoon of golf.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
And I think even more importantly, I mean, the money is very, very important, but for more people to get personally involved in the mission of what we're doing and to want to even delve in deeper as a result is really what we come away from that event with.
What are you planning on doing? I mean, what are the new things that are going on? Now you got $140,000. What are some things going on at Ranken Jordan?
Currently we are in the crossed over the 50% completion mark in adding a 85,000 square foot addition. So we have 62,000 square feet today, and we are more than doubling our clinical space because there's a huge need to take care of more children.
Where is that located?
We are at 11365 Dorset Road, so it's really at the corner of Dorset and 80, a little closer to Lindbergh than 270, but right on Dorset.
So how many more children will this allow for you to have
We'll be able
and
to
treat?
expand our inpatient programming up to 30 more kids. So we'll be able to take a total of 60 children. Today we can take 34, but really if we had to, we could take care of 64, but 60 is the goal. Excuse me. And then we will also be expanding our outpatient therapy services as well.
Now, these children are some of the toughest cases.
Yeah.
I mean, they're heartbreaking, and you do just incredible work there. Where do the doctors come from? Where do the people come from that provide these services?
Well, we are very fortunate that we have a tremendous medical staff. We have 12 either full or part-time physicians, pediatricians by background. Some of them specialize in other areas. And believe it or not, they call us. They want to work at Ranken Jordan. So we aren't out having to hire recruiters or anything. People want to be a part of what we're doing there because we actually have because it's a different niche, we have a different philosophy on how we take care of those kids. And then obviously we have nurses and therapists. And, then there's still the business of running the hospital
Right.
too. So, but the clinicians, I mean, they come from the community, but I think more importantly, we have doctors that call us.
What about volunteers?
Oh my gosh. We have this care beyond the bedside model, which means kids are up and out of bed. I mean, they're in bed to take a nap and to sleep at night. Otherwise, they're up and out. And if it weren't for our volunteer support, we wouldn't be able to do that. So we have as many volunteers in the building a day oftentimes as we have direct patient care staff.
And I'm sure, because all nonprofits usually need more volunteers.
Always need more volunteers, and actually always, we're about to double our space, so we'll be hiring quite a bit of the therapists, the doctors, et cetera. And right now we do have openings for registered nurses and certified nurse assistants.
People want to get to know more about Ranken Jordan, and they should, and we don't have time to talk about everything, but I'm sure there's places on the interweb where they can go and really find out about it and learn how they can become involved.
Yeah,
Where's that?
Our website is at rankenjordan.org. I mean, it's really a pretty website. There's some videos that really kind of show you, not just tell you in words, but show you the work that we do. We have ways you can get involved, whether that's employment, volunteers, or if simply you have $5 or $5 million that that you want to share.
$400 million tomorrow.
He thinks he's going to win
400
million.
We'll help you disperse those funds, no problem.
Well, I gave some of it. I'm giving some of it to Johnny Londoff, but after that, Ranken Jordan will be next in line.
Okay.
What makes it special for you? I mean, what really gets you out of bed each day in terms of your work at Ranken Jordan?
Because how long have you been there?
I will be there 19 years on November 2nd.
And just so the audience knows, this is Lauri Tanner, the president CEO at Ranken Jordan.
So I am a registered nurse by background. I happen to like the business of healthcare too, but it really is to see how kids come in to the hospital and how we can get kids who are depressed and don't want to do anything anymore, that within 24 hours they're up, they're about, they're engaged, and they're happy. They feel hope, and they're going to do it.
Do you have any particular success story that you recall that you really like to point to?
Oh, I could tell you probably 30 success stories because that's how many kids we have in the building today. On Monday, we took a patient that from St. Louis Children's Hospital. This patient came to St. Louis from the Kansas City area for a special procedure that could only be done at St. Louis Children's Hospital. And this patient has a device that essentially is keeping her heart pumping while she's waiting on a heart transplant.
And we were talking about that earlier, how many people don't make it. And it's
so
so amazing.
An LVAD is what it's called, but we are rehabbing her and getting her stronger. And she was not very motivated. It was tough for her. And so we've gotten her up and out, and she's already doing better.
That's great.
Wow.
Lauri Tanner, CEO, President of Ranken Jordan, thank you. It is KTRS Big 550.